Okay, welcome everybody. Today we're going to put the finishing touches on our synthesis practice template. Again, you kind of could just have this template in your head on May 14th, the day of the test. Hook, position, CNC, nuggets, outside knowledge. It's pretty basic. So I like to start the hook with a couple of possibilities here. Could be a statement intended to startle. That's one of my favorites. Kind of shock them. It could be a metaphor. And then you can come full circle, the metaphor at the end. Or it could be something kind of fancy with your syntax, periodic, parallel, or whatever. So I decided to tack on here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Shouldn't the issues be more important than how someone looks in a Brooks Brothers suit? Shouldn't the content of the debate be more influential than how good everyone looks with makeup and a spray tan? Okay. So let's parallel sort of some images. We already had our position, and then we're going to kind of fill out the CNC portion. We had concession here, and then I added the counter argument in red. But do we always need that impact, or at some point does it become white noise? Okay, I conceded that TV does give us a direct and sensitive link between Washington and the people. However, is the direct link to the people often abused just for sound bites, right? And then you're kind of doing that throughout with all of your CNC. Let me add another one here. I like to concede something from the Nielsen ratings. So let me copy and paste this over. I'm conceding that, when people are interested and people are desperate or there's a crisis, they will tune in to the presidential debates, okay, as they did in 1980. I was only, I think, 8, so I don't really remember it, but I remember from history class, there was an oil crisis, there was a hostage crisis with Iran. There's a pretty good movie out about it. The Iranians overtook the U.S. embassy and took all those hostages. So 80 million people were tuning in, and they were trying to decide, okay, should we vote for Carter, okay, and continue with Carter for another 4 years, or will Reagan solve the crisis here? Okay. So I'll concede. People will tune in. And I will say also some outside knowledge. When Trump went against Hillary in 2016, a lot of people tuned in. It was over 80 million. So I'm adding concessions, and then I'm adding counter arguments, and then I'm adding commentary to each of my nuggets. Okay, like here I had presidents are losing their distinctiveness and their ability to be presidential. Okay. How presidential are you being when you're on MTV talking about your underwear? Okay, and then I had television has dumbed down the issues, and do we want to oversimplify issues just for mass media consumption and ratings? So again, I'm tying in New Yorker with Nielsen ratings with my commentary. Okay. I really want to try to max out the commentary, 4 out of 4. Here I say a triumph of image over content. That's my nugget. And is this really more important than the issues and the content? And then I talked about hyperfamiliarity. I mentioned this one last time. And I was synthesizing from another source and the Nielsen rating source, and then my own commentary. So I did that all the way through, and then I already made a joke about Travis Kelce, whoever he's dating, or Patrick Mahomes, but that could be my outside knowledge, and that could also be my conclusion. You don't always have to go full circle with your hook into your conclusion, and certainly never say in conclusion. Okay, teachers, AP readers, they hate that. Okay, so I'd rather you just tack on something at the end, be like, okay, more people will watch the Chiefs in the Super Bowl than will watch any presidential debate, despite the fact that the latter has a much more impact on the world. or has a much greater impact on the world. So that's a good conclusion for a timed right. So any questions on the synthesis, please post them, let me know. I hope this is helpful. It's good to kind of do a walkthrough step by step and then see. The synthesis is a great opportunity to get a 5 or 6 and increase your score on the AP Lang exam. I hope you found this helpful. Thanks everybody for watching.